Hi, my name is Sandhya. This is my husband Karthik. So we are from NCC Urban Green Province. We live here. I've been in Bangalore for about 3 years, but my husband is a veteran. He's all the way been born and brought up in Bangalore. So we moved to NCC Urban about in October last year. But prior to that, when we started building the house, looking at the size of the house, we started looking for elevators.
Yeah, and we went with the traction model SC3 from Stag Elevators. Yeah, so when we were building the house and started looking for an elevator, a home elevator, we primarily did our research online and then reached out to like I think so these were vendors that we reached out to, and we were evaluating home elevators. We were looking for a pitless elevator, so we didn't. So our builders advised not
to go deeper in the pit.
Go deeper into the pit because of the foundation, affecting the foundation and stuff like that. So we were looking for a pitless elevator, and yeah, all these vendors, Ida and Otis and all of them, they were insisting on digging a pit.
Or it was hydraulic. Like if it has to be a traction, then they'll require minimum of 2.5 feet depth. But then if it was not hydraulic, like that was the thing. But if it was hydraulic, these guys were ready to give a hydraulic. But we are not very comfortable with a hydraulic
lift. And we were also looking for a very safe lift, because the main users of the lift we knew were our parents and our son. So we were looking for safety as well. And we narrowed our search down to Stag Elevators. And when we approached Stag Elevators and Sriram and all the team there, it was a very, it was like smooth. We right from the start, we kind of felt very good about our choice, and the way they went about, the professional way, the way they went about interacting with us.
They came and checked the site. They told us as we said, our concern was the pit. So they just they gave a couple of models which would fit our need, and on top of it, they came and checked what kind of shaft is required and everything. So with all that, then we felt very comfortable working with them.
Yeah, and they were quite technical, and they explained everything to us very clearly. So we went with Stag Elevators, and we've been really happy with the work they've done.
Yeah.
And they've given us a really safe lift. So it's all imported parts, and it's all TUE certified. So we've very satisfied with our home elevator.
And our parents came. They've been since the time we have been in this house for about 6-7 months now. About 4 months. Our parents have been with us, and we had a lot of guests as well, wherein we had to commute up all the way 3 floors. And so far, we have had no issues with the elevator. It has been pretty safe. There are power outages often here. With all those outages, also it has been quite safe and no hassle at all.
Exactly. So, something which doesn't give issue is, I cannot talk about it, but it's
it has been smooth.
You remember stuff only when there are issues. So this has been no issues at all. So yeah. So home elevators, we did not want something like a apartment elevator which goes really fast, and because we're not going to be using it that often. So we wanted something that is smooth and silent. So other things that we were looking at is aesthetics, of course. So home elevator, you want it to be brightly lit and a place that is welcoming when you go in.
And then we were also looking for elevators. When we were researching, we did research other elevators, even for traction for that matter, with Otis and Cone. Those 2 elevators we did check in terms of with all these features. When we were checking, they were quoting a really high price for the home elevators with all these features as well. But then again, budget
Yeah,
comes into
budget
constraints
comes
with all of this. And Stag really worked out a very good price for us with all the aesthetics, best of kind, and the pure safety certification and all that. And also with this we didn't plan for an elevator in the beginning. So this was an add-on to our house. So it was not like we had built for it. So like we wanted something along with what he said, like not just a pit restriction, we also had the headroom restriction and everything. So we could not go in for a big headroom based like elevator as well. So with all these constraints, the budget, the aesthetics, the pit, the noise, the speed, with all this. And
another thing is size. So I'm
size.
very claustrophobic. So
Correct.
I didn't want those small round things. So we wanted something that is a little spacious and.
And in future also, like we have old parents, so wherein like we want to, like if we want to
in
have
case we need to move a wheelchair.
wheelchair or something, we wanted some place to move around with us. So I think with all that, we have about our shaft is about 5x5, and based on that, the elevator has been built, and it pretty much very nicely fits in a nice wheelchair. And like about 4, we have tested it about with 5 people so far, 5 adults. So it has been quite like no issues at all. So yeah, it has been good.
So overall, we would definitely recommend Stag Elevators for anybody looking for a good, safe home elevator. And our entire experience, right? All the interactions right from the start, like we said, were very. So something feels right. Like when you're looking for a car, you end up with something which the salesperson, everything, everything aligns right. When you buy a house, everything aligns right. Very similarly, like we've been really, really happy with our home elevator. The looks, the aesthetics, everything about it has been right.
It has been one of the, when people come into the house, it has definitely been one of the, selling points. Like people really love the elevator the most. So.
And the kids like it a lot. So my son brings in a lot of friends and they're all going up and down in the elevator. So again, we're very happy with the home elevator, and we definitely recommend Stag Elevators for anybody.
Correct.